Hello.
I should speak up to 40 minutes.
Yes, you have 30 minutes and we have reserved 10 minutes for Q&A, question and answer.
Okay.
So you can take up to 40 minutes and then we can extend also.
It's okay.
Yeah. So we are live and we will start Hinaji first with the.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
And welcome to Global Yoga Fest. Myself, Hina Sharma, and I'm working as a senior faculty in Swasti Yoga Center. Sorry, I think we should start with the Omkar and prayer. So I would request all of you to please sit straight, keeping your spine straight and eyes closed. Keep your hands on your knees. In Dhyan Mudra, your thumb should touch your first finger. Eyes closed. Take a long breath. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Complete focus on your breathing. We are going to start with Omkar chanting 3 rounds. Inhale. 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 Now gently join your palms. We are going to chant Patanjali Stavan. Inhale. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarotam pravaram munina patanjalim pranjaliranatosme. Gently rub your palms. Place your palms on your eyes, absorb the warmth. Slowly open your eyes behind your closed palms. Namaskar. Let's start with today's session. So, we as a Swasti Yoga Center celebrating 75 years of India's independence and launching a year-long celebration from August 2021 to commemorate 75 years of independence with a slew of programs for global audience, encouraging yoga for health and well-being. We have more than 8 categories in which 50 plus topics are there, 75 programs are there, 50 plus speakers would be joining, and 30 plus countries would be there. Let's come to the activities which we are going to conduct this year. Like there would be yoga and wellness sessions, panel discussions would be there, quiz and essay contest, life guiding sessions by speakers, how to go for Sattvic Indian cooking, bhajan, kirtan, and chanting would be there. Question answer rounds, and experts are going to discuss about Ayurveda Dincharya. Now, why we should join this program, why this program is important. As we are celebrating 75 years of India's independence, because our freedom fighters have not only used their physical strength, but also they were mentally very strong and achieved the independence by using yogic techniques, like they have opted for satyagraha by doing upavas like fasting, and ahimsa, which is non-violence, and sarvodaya, which is welfare of the society, welfare of all. All these aspects are known as yamas, niyamas, mitahar by yoga, in yoga. However, these days these practices are very poorly practiced by yoga practitioners in daily life. So the stories of India independence and freedom fighters who had firm belief in our yogic values need to be shared. Participants from all across the world can join this year-long program. Yoga welcomes everyone to learn about how to live their life in a certain way, which makes us happy and balanced physically, mentally, and emotionally. So, in the end, you would get a lot of useful takeaways like new learnings, things to try, and ideas to incorporate into your own yoga practice. So, let's hold each other's hand to make this movement successful and spread this spirituality as much as we can. Now, I may call upon our today's chief guest, Dr. Sharadchandra Bhalekar sir. Let me first introduce him. He is Ayurvedacharya, BA MS, and Masters in Counselling and Psychotherapy. He has been working in Kaivalyadhama Yoga Institute, Lonavala. He worked as a medical officer in Healthcare Center of Kaivalyadhama for 10 long years. Now he is a principal of GS College of Yoga and Cultural Synthesis since 3 years. He has been teaching following subjects: anatomy, physiology of yoga, yoga therapy, yoga and Ayurveda, yoga and mental health, applied yoga, etc. He has conducted many yoga therapy workshops in many states like Gujarat, Karnataka, Goa, MP, Uttarakhand, and West Bengal, etc. And in many countries, Bulgaria, Italy, Singapore, Japan, etc. He conducted lectures and presented papers in many national and international conferences. He wrote 2 books, which are Anatomy and Physiology in Yogic Context and Pranayama, Mudra and Meditation. So let's welcome Bhalekar sir.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. And this is the nice way how to celebrate the 75th, independence of India. Are you getting my voice clear? Okay, next time I will give very short biodata so that I will have more time to discuss our topic. So as today's topic is asana beyond postures. So before explanation, let us see some background about the growth of asana, modern growth of asana, I will say. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra or in Hatha Yogic text, how the asanas were described or their intention more spiritual, psycho-spiritual we can say. But in last 100 years, yoga became popular in India also and outside India also in many countries in the form of asana, and that to be in the form of exercise. That means, you see, in I think 40 years back, the people were defining yoga means yogasana. Okay, and that is one of the form of exercise like aerobic exercise, anaerobic exercise, like that yogic exercise. Okay, so whatever the people performed postures, asanas in the form of postures with some jerky movements and not attending much more towards the maintenance of that asana, maintenance of that posture. However, as they performed in the form of exercise, they got the result of exercise. So in healthcare center or in gym or any yoga class, who were practicing the asana in the form of exercise, they got the result. But main thing that they got the health at physical level too much. But whatever our old rishis considered something about the psycho-spiritual growth through asana, that is something missing still. Okay, and now the intention of this lecture is that to bring some awareness that how that asana will become more and more spiritual. Otherwise, the person, he has been following Bhujangasana for 40 years. But you see, in Hatha Pratipika, they wrote that Bhujangini Jagruti. That means with the help of this asana, you can awaken your Kundalini. But if I ask some people who have been practicing for 40 years, what happened at spiritual level, they don't have answer. Why? Because they followed the asana at physical level. Not bad. They got the health and fitness. But now we have to think more in depth for psycho-spiritual effect. As Patanjali says that when your asana become more stable and comfortable, and when you grow up in the asana, the conflict in the mind disappears. You see, that means through the practice of asana, you can calm down your mind and you can change your personality also. You can improve your awareness, concentration also. That is something psychological effect. We have to search for this psychological effect. And furthermore, as in Hatha Yogic test in regarding many asanas, like you just sit in Siddhasana and you will get the Siddhi. Means even to sit in Siddhasana for a longer time with comfort, with awareness, your Kundalini will get awakened. See, I saw in Kumbh Mela, one yogi was performing Parvatasana. I always give this example. From morning to evening, he was just following the Parvatasana, sometimes for 2 minutes, sometimes for 5 minutes. I saw that throughout the day, he performed it for 30 to 40 times. Then I asked him that why you are performing only one asana? He said, my guru said, just perform this asana for Kundalini awakening. And he said, when I do Parvatasana, my energy is collected in Muladhara and slowly it start upward. That means he's stuck with only one asana, but how he practiced that asana at spiritual level. It's very important. Otherwise, many of the people, they are performing Parvatasana, but they don't know the spiritual aspect of that asana. How to go in depth in that asana. And that's why today we will discuss some points to be noticed by yoga teacher, any yoga practitioner, to go beyond the posture. Okay, to go beyond the physical level. Definitely, if you just follow the asana as an exercise, your muscles will get strengthened, or your bone density will get improved, even your joints will become more healthy, and you will enjoy your regular activity at the age of 80, 90 also. Okay, definitely you will get that result. Now, for further development, first thing to be noticed that in asana, there should be progressive maintenance. Now see, what is meant by progressive maintenance? For example, today I start Bhujangasana and I follow it, or I maintain that Bhujangasana for 20 seconds. But now day by day, I should increase the time. So after a few weeks, I will say I'm doing Bhujangasana up to 40 seconds. Then I'm following Bhujangasana for 1 minute, for 1.5 minutes. After one year or 1.5 years, I will say I'm now doing Bhujangasana for 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. This is the growth. Okay, so day by day, you should keep your asana more stable and comfortable. Okay, with increased maintenance. Your body learn, your mind learn how to maintain the posture for a longer time. This is a growth. Actually, for meditative asana, in many of the Hatha Yogic texts, they use the word asana siddhi or asana jay. That means for meditative asana, if you sit for 3 hours in that meditative asana, without any disturbance, then that is asana siddhi. But this is for meditative asana. You can start from 5 minutes and slowly grow up to half hour, 1 hour, and then up to 2 hour, 3 hour. Okay, so whatever the obstacles, that disappears automatically, and you will experience that. Many people says that I get pain in the knee, I get pain in the ankle, numbness, tingling sensation. Some many things happen. But as you progress in the asana, you will experience that automatically all these obstacles disappears, and then you will find how that asana is more comfortable, more pleasurable. Okay, and then you will find how you concentrate easily in that asana. So this is about meditative asana. For cultural asana, depending upon the effort, the pressure, the type of stretching in that asana, we can consider the progressive plan of that asana. So for Bhujangasana, I consider from 20 seconds to 3 minutes. For Parvatasana, I will consider from 30 seconds to 10 minutes. Okay, but for Shalabhasana, I will consider from 5 seconds to 40 seconds. Okay, in this way, depending upon that asana, we can make the progressive plan, and we should progress in that. Okay, this is missing. I saw many yoga teachers, they have been teaching yoga, they have been following yoga practices, but they don't care about the progress in the maintenance. So just like progress sheet, that yoga teacher should have progress sheet. Even in gym, they say that there is a progress sheet. Today, you start with 5 kg weight, dumbbell, then 10 kg, then 12 kg, in this way. So about asana also, there should be progress sheet, that now in this month, you will maintain the Bhujangasana for 15 seconds. Next month for 30 seconds. In this way, you can grow up. And second thing, that now one should be aware about the body when you maintain the asana. Please close the eyes when you maintain the posture. Okay. Otherwise, in many yoga class, how it happens that maintain Bhujangasana, and then there is a pin drop silence. And after after a few seconds, then yoga teacher says, now come back. Okay, yes, it happened. But one should know that when there is a pin drop silence, at that time, even though many students, they are in the final position of Bhujangasana, where is their mind? Maybe in the past, maybe in the future, maybe in the market. Okay, and when yoga teacher says, now come back, then they become aware, oh, I'm in yoga hall. So that means now it is the duty of yoga teacher that with skillful instruction, you should keep the awareness of that student on their body. For example, when I'm performing Bhujangasana, or as a teacher, I'm giving Bhujangasana to my student, my instruction will be, now close your eyes. Now feel your low back, feel your mid back, feel your upper back, feel your neck, feel your both shoulders, arm and forearms. Then feel your both legs. In this way, I should follow some instructions through which the student will motivate to do body awareness. And remember, this will be a good vipassana also. So 1 hour practice of asana will become 1 hour practice of body awareness. Train the student that when he is following some asana, that movement should be with awareness. Okay, and when they maintain the posture, at that time they should follow the body awareness. So first, he should feel where is the stretch, where is the contraction of muscles, where is the pressure, and then slowly he learn to see the different parts of the body, the spine, or some later on some pulsations, vibrations that appear in the body. Sometimes the warmness, sometimes some little pain, bearable pain. All one should be aware about that. You see, day by day, you will find that student is getting more and more relaxation. Okay, so Hatha Yoga says, wherever mind flows, wherever mind goes, prana flows there. So in Bhujangasana, if I observe my body from top to bottom, slowly, one by one body part, this is a resetting of pranic energy. So that means each and every part of the body, each and every region of the body will get filled up with pranic energy. Okay, so when you are following the body awareness, you are resetting the pranic energy inside the body, and you are cleaning various blockages in the nadis. So this is a general nadi shuddhi, that are numerous nadis that are scattered inside the body. Okay, so it's a cleaning of the body, cleaning of the nadis. Okay, so this should be taught to the all students, that don't just follow the posture, but with awareness. Actually, Patanjali says thiram sukham asanam. Yes, that means it should be stable, it should be comfortable. But the third thing should be important, that with awareness. Okay, that is with awareness. So once the student learn how to keep the body awareness, then the asana become more enjoyable, and no need to do further any other type of meditation. This is the meditation. So that small practice of asana, he is maintaining bhujangasana for 2 minutes, but that will become the 2-minute body awareness, 2-minute meditation, short and sweet. He is following parvatasana for 5 minutes. It will become the short meditation. As in Vipassana, they motivate the people to observe the body in various ways. This is the way that in asana also you can observe the body, and you can make it more and more deeper. And then one another point is that this is also missing, that you follow some repetitions of that asana. I know in yoga hall what happened. Many of the students, their consideration is that if I follow 40 asana in 1 hour, I will be more benefited. So that means their intention is to perform plenty of asana, number of asana. Instead of that, if I say that apart from 30-40 asanas, you just choose 5 to 6 asanas, but do repeatedly, then that class will become boring. At once, I choose only 6 asanas, and I gave each asana for 3 times. Okay, and after the session, one student said, "Sir, this was clearly time pass, because you were instructing one asana for 3 times, 4 times. So we were spending 5 to 10 minutes in that asana. So we just followed only 6 asanas in 1 hour." I said, this is how you deepen the effect of asana. So you do bhujangasana for 2 minutes, then come down, relax in makrasana for a few seconds, maybe for 1 minute, and then again do follow bhujangasana with awareness, again maintain it for 2 minutes, again come back. In this way, if you follow for 3 times, 4 times, Swami Pulanda was giving some asanas for 5 to 7 times also. And remember, as you progress in this way, when you follow the same asana for 3rd time or 4th time, you will find more and more subtle sensations in the body, especially in the spine or the related regions. Okay, so that means I am following Bhujangasana for 3rd time, 4th time. So on the 4th time, I will get more and more deeper sensations. These things has not directly written in the books, and that's why nobody is aware about that. But as our Swami Kulanandaji, our teacher, he explained some tricks how to grow up spiritually in the asana, and he made some plans. Swami Kulananda made the plan of only 8 asanas, but that to be followed for 2 hours. So that means each asana for 3 to 5 times, or some asanas for 7 times. And he said that in this way, you can deepen the effect of asana. So first the awareness, then the progressive maintenance, and then this is a frequency, repetition of the asanas. These are very important points to be noted when someone is following yogasana. Then one very important point is that day by day, that asana should become effortless. Now this is to be explained in a scientific way. Effortless. Definitely, whenever you follow the posture, you maintain that posture against gravity. any standing posture, lying down posture, or sitting posture. You remain stable in that posture when that gravity force is equalized by anti-gravity force. And if it is not equalized, then you will have imbalance, tremors. You will find that. I know in Shavasana, it is very easy. Why? Because when you lie down on the ground and much of the body surface is on the ground, then the anti-gravity force is mostly 80% to 90% is created by the ground. So very less effort by your body muscles and bones and joints. So it becomes easy. But if you consider some standing asanas, some sitting asanas, then some part of the body is on the ground. So here now anti-gravity force is very little created by the ground, but more by your body. And here your strong bones, strong joints, and your strong muscles, they work. So if your bones are very strong, then it becomes very easy to maintain the posture for a longer time. And later on, if your bones are weak, then what happens? Then that person try to hold the posture with greater intensity of contraction of muscles. You will find that many of the muscle groups are isometrically contracted in that posture. Ab dekho, when he is maintaining Vrukshasana, then you will find that extreme, contraction of some facial muscles also. Even some neck muscles, some arm muscles, even the muscles of the trunk. This is something in the beginning, you find that you are exerting much more effort. And slowly, you have to go toward the effortlessness because this is very expensive asana. Why? Because you maintain the posture with great effort. So you may get fatigued as like other physical exercise. And the quality of asana is that very less expensive exercise. Asana should be less expensive exercise. That means you should learn how to maintain that posture with less effort. You take one another example. That person is in lying down position, in supine position, and he follows Ardha Halasana. Now in Ardha Halasana, he raised the legs up to 90 degree, both legs. Now this is the work of your abdominal muscles, your pelvic muscles. So this should be maintained with the help of the work of your lower abdominal muscles, then pelvic muscles and muscles of the lower limb. But what happened in the beginning, that as your overall body is weak or something, you are untrained, you contract the neck muscles, shoulder muscles, arm muscles, and you try to hold. This is something extra unnecessary effort that you exert in the beginning. And here the yoga teacher should, bring that awareness to the student that this is something unnecessary work to be avoided slowly. I know that in the beginning, sometimes the muscle tone is less. And because of that, you see, now very important point, in the beginning, muscle tone is less. And that's why he contract the muscle isometrically. Okay, so with great effort, he maintained the posture. And now in progress, slowly, the muscle tone should be increased so that the intensity of isometric contraction will become less day by day. Okay, that means after 6 months, he is following Ardha Halasana. But now that muscles of the abdomen and muscles of the pelvis are mostly, in their natural tone. And that means when the muscle work with their natural tone, it is in its relaxed condition. And that's why one can maintain the posture for a longer time. But if in the beginning, when he follows with isometric contraction, then after few seconds, the muscle get fatigued. Okay, I will give another example that someone is following Siddhasana. So in the beginning, the spine is like a bow, like question mark. I always use the term. The spine is like question mark with that curvature. And after 5 minutes, that question mark become comma. What happened? That means up to 5 minutes, the back muscles who were supporting the spine, they were maintaining the posture with isometric contraction. And after 5 minutes, when this muscle get fatigued, then you find some other, protective posture, some modification. This happen, and that's why you can't maintain the posture for 1 hour. And you see some people how easily they maintain for 1 hour. Means what modification happen day by day, as he follows any other all asanas, his tone of my back muscles, paraspinal muscles get increased, and they learn to maintain the siddhasana with their natural tone. So the muscle fatigue is less, and then even he maintain it for 1 hour, there will be very less fatigue. This is the progress. So from effort to effortlessness. So yeah, yes, there are some other meanings about that prayatna shaitilya, but today I want to explain that how to make the asana more effortless. This is the skill, and here your body awareness is very important. You should first find where you are applying extra force, unnecessary force, and day by day that force should be reduced. And if you find that the muscles which are necessary to contract or in that asana, then we need to strengthen those muscles. And that's why I say that all other back bendings, lateral bendings are nothing but the preparation for meditative asana. So in all this group of asana, you strengthen the various muscles of the trunk so that their natural tone is improved and one become able to do that meditative asana for a longer time with the natural tone. Okay, and when the muscle remain in the natural tone, then the tremor will be less, pain will be less, and one can enjoy the posture. That posture become more pleasurable. Otherwise, you see, even just you keep the hand in this way in Tarasana. It look like very easy asana. But if I say maintain it for 1 minute, then after 20 seconds, you find, oh, the muscles of arm and forearm are in contraction. They are in isometric contraction. And after 40 seconds, then you will have tremors also. And there is a great feel to come back as there is too much pain. This is what happened in the beginning. But as I improve the tone of muscle, then I can maintain it for a longer time, for 2 minutes, for 3 minutes also. This is something progress. So all asanas help to each other. So when you follow 15 to 20 asanas regularly, then that helps to tone up all muscle groups in the body. And as a result, day by day, the performance of asana get improved. And one small thing that in the final stage of asana, one should keep the breathing normal as it is. It's not the thing that you should follow very deep breathing or you should hold the breath. Many times the people, even they are following Virabhadrasana or Vrukshasana. There is no pressure on the chest. But what happens when they maintain the posture, they hold the breath unnecessarily, because of which they can't maintain that posture for a longer time. So make it easy. That means always I instruct that in the final position of asana, I say, now feel your breathing, feel the easiness in the breathing. Okay, so then the possibility to maintain the posture for a longer time is increased. Now, some postures are there where you contract your abdomen or there is a pressure on the chest, you compress the chest, like in forward bending or like in Dhanurasana, Shalabhasana. And in those postures, the normal breathing also become difficult. There are some postures, like you are following Shalabhasana, you are following Paschimottanasana. So in such condition, something Ujjayi type of breathing, that means inhale, as like you are sucking the air through throat, become easy tool to utilize the upper lobe of the lung or some posterior segments of the lung, so that at least whatever the need of tidal volume in usual breathing, you can fulfill and you can maintain the posture. Otherwise, when the breathing is restricted, then no more you can maintain the posture, you come back. Okay, and that something become painful. So that's why keep awareness that your breathing is not too deep, but at least it should be as usual. That is very important thing. So I think these are some important points to be noted. So I will summarize all these points. These are 7 points. Asana should be stable. Second, asana should be comfortable. Third, there should be proper awareness in the asana. Fourth, yes, there should be progressive maintenance. Fifth, there should be repetitions of the asanas in the practice. Then there should be effortlessness. So you should progress toward the effortlessness. And the last one is the breathing should be normal as it is. Okay, then you will find how you grow up in the asana. And I know that in Hatha Yogic text also they explained that there are 84,000 of asanas, or somewhere it is written 84 lakhs of asanas. It is the mall of asana. But this is your skill, that when you enter in the mall, how much to be selected. It's not necessary to buy the overall mall. Okay, you see, many of the yoga students, they consider their growth in the asana according to number of asanas. That I can follow 60 asanas, I can follow this 80 asanas. So okay, in teenage or in young age, through anyway, nowadays there are some national international competitions of asana, where definitely not that this is the real competition of asana, but it is the gymnastic competition. Only the title is different. That is the yogasana competition. Is there any competition? That siddhasana challenge, as like on YouTube they says plank challenge for 2 minutes, maintain the plank for 2 minutes. I will say now siddhasana challenge. That means you maintain the siddhasana for 1 hour. And now there are 5 students and they are following siddhasana for 1 hour. Let us see their progress. Watch, observe them in CCTV camera, observe their body, how they are maintaining the posture, and then select the good one who is maintaining the posture in a good way for 1 hour. This will be a good combination. But nowadays they just see, oh, nice flexibility, oh, what a stretchability. And that means if someone do some extraordinary movement and follow some different posture, then he is selected for the good asana champion. No, they are utterly not considering the maintenance of the posture. I saw that in once I went in a state level competition and I was the examiner. And at that time I said that yes, same asanas that the students were followed in their district level competition also. And now the syllabus is same. Now we will check their maintenance. Okay, but other core examiners were not agree. They said, no, why maintenance? I said, yes. Now, if in district level competition, if someone was performing Bhujangasana for 30 seconds, then let us see whether he is able to follow for 1 minute. So give this, criteria. But they disagreed with me. And again, that became the gymnastic competition. So this happened. So what I want to say, that don't drown into the plenty of asanas. Select 20 to 30 simple, medium or easy asanas that your body can follow. Remember, some people born with elastic ligaments. We use the term double joint condition, where that ligaments are hyperelastic. This is not abnormal, but it is something different from the normal. By birth they get that hyper laxity of the ligaments, because of which they don't know about the term asana, but whatever they follow the body postures, that is the advanced asana. And then some people says, what is your flexibility? You do asanas, you will get the competition, you will get the prize in the competition. And then they turn toward the asana. Already you see Dance India dance make, you see I saw some small children, how they are flexible. So definitely I salute their flexibility. But remember, such hyper laxity of the ligament is something rare phenomena. Out of 1,000, one person have that elasticity of the ligaments by birth. What about 999? And you see the unfortunate thing that if that person, particular person, become yoga teacher, he become expert in yoga, and he get the competition, and then he select that yoga is my career, and he become yoga teacher, then he will insist the other hundreds of students, आना ही चाहिए, you should follow that. His aggression will trouble the other people, because in their genes there is some programming, and we don't want to go against the nature. Okay, so my body is not suitable for all asanas, I appreciate, but whatever my body can follow some asanas with comfort, I will do regularly. Regularity is very important. Okay, in asana you may choose very simple asanas, 15 to 20 asanas for everyday practice, or only 10 to 15 asanas for everyday practice, but the goal is how you follow the regularity, because when you make it regular, day by day the body get trained. So you are following ardha halasan, day by day your density of femur will get increased. You are following vrukshasana, today 10 second, then after some days 20 second, 40 second. In this way, day by day the bone density is increased. So regularity is very important. So don't run towards plenty of asana. Select the something limited asanas, but whatever I explained, the progress in the asana, that is very important. Okay, so I think then you will find asana beyond postures. That means something beyond postures. Asana is also posture, but nowadays whatever you are performing the posture in dynamic way, something you will go beyond that. So this is the right time to see toward the asana in more and more deepen way, more and more spiritual way. So this is the spiritual view of asana. I think in some other next lectures, our further lecturers will also will put some more light on this point. So I think our 40 minutes has completed here. So I will give some time for discussion. If anybody is having some questions, can ask.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir. It was really a great session. I would request participants, or if you want to ask something, you can type in the comment box, chat box.
Okay, I just saw one question that when your bones are strong, how it become easy? Basically the anti-gravity force is combinedly, created by contraction of muscle and strong bones. Now see how you use the bones and muscles. When the density of bone is greater, the calcium amount is greater, and bones are very harder, then that bear the gravity force itself. So comparatively less muscular effort. But when the bones are weak, if there is a first grade of osteoporosis and he is performing vrukshasana, then to maintain the pose, he will contract the muscles in greater intensity. But in young healthy condition, when the bone density of long bone is good, then he can maintain the posture, he can bear the gravity force with the help of the strong bones. Okay, so the muscular effort is limited.
Thank you, sir. I hope Laura will have her answer. Can we have another question? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Laura. Any other questions we have?
When we are self-practicing, how to keep a check of our alignment, how to know that we are doing well? Okay. Definitely. First thing that when in any posture, if you get something pain and it is going toward the unbearable condition, then you have to consider that something is going wrong. This is the best how your body teach you, or how your body gives message to you, that in any asana, if you have intense pain, that clearly says that you have to come back and stay there. Okay, so alignment means something, that proper setting of the organs and the musculoskeletal system to maintain the posture. Okay, so this is the concept of alignment. So when you maintain the proper alignment, then the pressure on particular part of the body will be less, so the chances of that pain injury will be less. Okay, so how to check yourself when you are doing self practice? You just see what your body says. If you find pain, then this clearly indicates that something is going wrong. So please check whether your posture is wrong, alignment is wrong, or also you see whether you are putting much more effort on the particular part.
Sir, sorry, but can I wanted to ask another question.
Mhm.
That right now I just asked this question which you answered. So sometimes when we are performing any asana, then we are too comfortable in it. So then how to challenge our body, but then not straining or not causing any injury? Like where to find that balance?
Hmm. Definitely, you see that if you are performing the asana without pain, that itself tell that body is ready to maintain the asana. Hmm. So that means very simple, criteria, that if you find any discomfort, pain, you think about your asana, that whether it is going wrong or something I am doing with extra effort. Okay, so please see the message from the body, because every time there are plenty of asanas. So what is the alignment, misalignment? Because you see, I saw some students of scoliosis by birth, but they are in their teenage, they are able to do all asanas, and it's my surprise that how they are performing, because this is the body. So please see the message from the body. This will be a good teach to you that yes, body will say where are you? Are you going in a right way or wrong?
Thank you, sir. Another question we have from Vikas sir. Can you please explain the common practices to be followed by yoga teachers when a student gets yoga related injury?
Hmm. Actually, yoga related injury is very big subject. But whenever you have yoga injury, the first thing to take rest. Okay. Most of the time, the injuries are just because of overstretching of the muscles. And any overstretched muscle where the small fibrils get ruptured and there is a muscle soreness, then that repair within 2 to 3 days. Or sometimes little stretching pain or little stretching injury may repair within 24 hours also. But whenever such injury is happening, we should give the rest of 3 4 days. That is the best solution. Okay, but if due to stretch, if they have severe muscle spasm is a protective response. But if they have severe spasm, then one should take the rest for 1 week, or more than 1 week also, and then start with simple joint movements and then go for asana. And take care that there should not be the injury. So some things that people choose very difficult asana in the beginning before warm up the body. That means when you are stretching the muscles completely, before that, let just see whether the body is enough warmed or not. Okay, many times early in the morning, and that too in the AC or cold room, if they are performing some asana, then in that stretching, there may be stretch reflex and the muscle goes in the spasm. So I think body should be properly warmed. That is the one very protective uh, tool that to be considered. Otherwise, you see, many of the stretch injuries are just ignoring this point.
Thank you, sir. We have another question from Kalyani ma'am. Is it okay to practice asanas with some modifications if final asana is hard to get into it?
Yes, very nice. Okay. I also do many asanas with modification as per my comfort. Okay. So this is the asana for me. You can give you the another name for that asana, it doesn't matter. But what happened? Many people see the diagram or picture of that asana and then they try to copy and paste their body. कि ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. That should be in this way. And here they put the strain on the body. Instead of that, whatever you make the simple modifications and you stay there and slowly you progress in that maintenance, that will give the result. And who said that if you want to grow spiritually or physically or mentally, you need number of asanas? Not like that. As I said, 15 to 20 asanas are enough. So whatever you make the easy modification with comfort, that is okay for you. That will give result.
Thank you, sir. We have another question.
Should we use probes for getting into final pose? Yes. If it is necessary, then you can take the help of probes. It doesn't matter. Instead of any injury, it is better to do in safe way.
Sure, thank you, sir. Do we have more questions? Or okay, I think everyone has enjoyed this session. I would now like to request Vikas sir to date Bhalekar sir.
Yes, a very big round of applause from all of us. So, a very wonderful session, enlightening session. And as we also had this opportunity, all our Swasti family members had this opportunity and privilege to hear from Bhalekar sir before the COVID in Korega Park. So now in this post-COVID era, it is virtually that we all are meeting, and we were able to get the prasad from Bhalekar sir. And as you all can understand, we all are in this globalization era where the Insta yoga is very famous. Everybody wants to flaunt the postures rather than experiencing them. And I think today sir has really enlightened us in how patience, self-discipline, enjoying the posture, improving your practice according to your own pace are very, very important key features. So we had a very great spontaneous response questions. And I think all our students, our yoga teachers, instructors might have learned a lot of things. We are very thankful, Bhalekar sir. And this is just a small kind of token of respect from our end. Namaste, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yes. I would now request Hinaji to end this session by continuing it.
Thank you, sir. At last, before finishing the session, I would like to inform everyone about our upcoming sessions. So on 18th of September, there would be a presentation on yoga for diabetes management by our student Bharati Bala Arindam at 6 p.m. That is on next Saturday. Please join us on Zoom platform at 6 p.m. onwards. And on 19th of September, that is on Sunday, the session on Lord Ganesha and Buddha philosophy by Dr. Sharadchandra, founder of Swasti Yoga Center. Please join us 6 p.m. onwards. And we are also live on Facebook and Instagram. Also check the videos on YouTube and spread these links to your connections also for their benefits. We can now have a closing prayer. So keeping your spine straight, eyes closed, join your palms, take a long breath, inhale, exhale. We are going to chant Shanti mantra. Inhale. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu सवीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. Gently rub your palms. Place your palms on your eyes. Absorb the energy. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you.